Welcome to School of Management Sciences. And how was your experience at the conference, and how do you think this effort that SMS has made would help the corporate world?
The thing is that basically, of course, my training in geography, but I am serving as a landscape architect, including even for the UNESCO program. So I was recently in Seol for the World Congress, and they were discussing the same thing, how to manage landscape and what to be done. And now first time in India I heard that here is a spiritual paradigm, and they contacted me. So in that perspective you can think that this is going to help for a better management system. And this is also going to project the basic essence of the spirit of India to link at the global level, international level. Two level at least I can say. International union of natural resources. They have the full wing dealing with the natural sacred site. The moment we say sacred, naturally spiritual paradigm is there. On the other hand, that generally we think these are buildings, these are all product. But if those products or buildings are not giving you happiness, peace, relaxation, then what is the use of that? In that perspective, we always talk about the spiritual dimension. Mostly they are using the word sacred dimension, but sacred means spirituality in Indian terminology. So in no way we can say it is not helpful, it is only the theoretical construct. Nowadays several countries already having that, and one of the examples I can cite that we are now discussing in town planning, etc., that is my main discipline, that where is the organic theory? We should feel that landscape and buildings are just like human body. And in that we talk about the 5 gross elements, panch, mahabhut. The same thing we say in feng shui, same we say pong in Korean. So now this is coming up with something like Asian perspective to understand the cosmic as well as spiritual message from the earth, from the cosmos, just to help construct the building, do the business, and then try to make the life different. What we are missing nowadays, everywhere crisis, but it does not mean there is no route. At least here is a route. So it is just like linking ancient through the modern perspective, taking all the scientific tools to make our present in a better way, so that we can present the future in a much better way.
So you're a professor of geographical landscape. You've been like training people and handling it. So this human landscape management process, which I think I may call this virtual thing. So how difficult it is going to be in comparison to geographical landscape?
Very simple thing is that we can say that where there is no difficulty, then what to do? If everything is going to be solved, then where we are, there is no fun. In physics we say, if physics is not so complex, then what's fun about physics? That is the thing. And the most, here I can give you the scientific answer. What evolved, of course, long back in 1976 by Back, but nowadays most debated thing is self-organized criticality theory. We are using in management, we are using in landscape planning, we are using heritage, in all the field we are now using. And basically we assume that just like nature having varieties, no two things are similar. So naturally there will be something contestation. And then our duty as a human being is to maintain the order. So taking this whole philosophic scientific background, so we have to make even building, that building can speak, building can say something to you. Same thing one we are going to do is using particular skill in management. And this is, in my opinion, this is nothing like a new idea. It has a long history that they have thought about that. One of the great men, Stephen Beer, who talked in 1972, he wrote a book which became classic. Now we are not a brain of the form. It's a brain of the form means directly it is a life phenomena. So you have made the whole management, SMS. Where is that brain can give that pleasure that you are passing on? You have been smiling and doing something for betterment. So this type of whole ideological debate already in history. Now what is our duty is to make it more practical, more rational, more useful to make this. So thanks to Indian scholars that they have realized this, and this is coming through SMS. So that is creditable. I'm living here in Banaras and somebody called me. So personally that is a great honor for me to think over that, how these things are going to be related.
How difficult or easy you find this being implemented through process of training at such a later stage as people come in management colleges?
Yeah, very simply, just now I was talking that issue, what you have raised. The very simple thing is, once we are talking about landscape management, planning and tourism. So here is a management school. So why not give a practical task how to manage this cultural heritage? Go there, be part of the ritual, try to explain there, and let them adopt some of the portion or part what we are doing in Japan. And then the student can learn and they can do something good for the society with the help of what we call technically stakeholders. But maybe visitors, maybe shopkeepers, maybe temple priests and all that. And this has been practically done in Japan. There is a site called Shirakawa-go. That is a peculiar site of only 13 houses, and that is a World Heritage Site. I am working for them since last 3-4 years. And exactly the same thing what you say how to do, nothing like theoretical construction. Go, select, be part of that and do it. And so, who are doing this? High school student.
Fundamental education process of learning by doing.
That is the learning, doing, understanding, and then trying to think that how this whole world is linked together, what we call in Indian philosophy like Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is a family. Even house is a family. Even building is speaking. Here comes like Churchill saying that we construct houses, houses control us. The moment you have this double-way channel, then you can realize that how it is going to work.
Professor Singh, you consider yourself a spiritual person, and if yes, then what is your definition of spirituality?
It's a very simple way. I say this is my life ongoing. I am pilgrim. Just walking on this road, nobody can say that I am purely spiritual man. In my opinion, those who are saying that I am a spiritual man, there is a false statement. This is an ongoing process.
What is a spiritual man?
That is going on process just to serving Mother Earth, Mother Nature, everybody, human being. The moment you realize that, and that realization is going to be in a way what we call revelation. Anubhav se anubhut ki or. Then you can say here is some sense of spirituality. But spirituality is not a product that you can say my weight is 120 kilograms, that's why I am 30% spiritual.
There is no measurement as such of spirituality of a person.
There is in the whole cosmos, most of the things are not to be measured in the natural dimension. We only try to guess, to reach the reality, try to measure it to a limit. And that's why we use all these physics laws.
So, but then an academic system where the essence is most of the time is the measurement, because that and evaluation, measurement and evaluation. So where does this, like when we implement spiritualism in, like as we are talking about, so then it's a challenge, because you're saying that cannot be measured. So if a person is inculcated with certain values, how to test it?
Yeah, very simple thing is that our basic principle having something we stake, that we think that everything is to be measured. This is one of the things. The second thing is that whatever educational system you are talking, you are always talking in that prototype, old style that education means like this training. And here I can cite Maithili Saran Gupta in 1932. He wrote one of the line, a very challenging line, and you can try to realize, Shikshe tumhara naas ho tu naukari ke hirf bani. Oh, education of India, let you be completely lost, because education means here only to get job and money. So that is the basic thing. Education is needed here. You can say in terminological sense, that is again the big controversy when we are saying what do you mean by paradigm shift. So these are theoretical constructs, just using term and then trying to highlight the
perception. If the simple thing.
Perception also, because I am also doing some work in that field, so I can't say that direct perception. If I follow the Gandhian way, I can simply say it is a realization. And this theory already in 1939, a great philosopher who developed a theory called deep ecology, Rana. So he said that look, there are two ecological considerations. The one ecological consideration, you are studying leaves and then trying to multiply million times, and then you are trying to predict what will be the ecology. The other thing is that coming from here, we need both. So outside once we go...
Tribal technology.
No. This is nothing like tribal technology. This is something like a different... Tribal are also part why you are categorizing me. We all are human beings. So very simple thing, now we are in the age of everything automation. Okay? So we say remote sensing can do that, GPS can do this. Okay. Unfortunately, I have got good training in the United States for all this. But on the other hand, GPS for whom? for man. So we need GPS one side to understand, but our other side to practically work, we call it intimate sensing. That can be linked, then we can say what now in theoretical frame, again we are talking, this is the holistic way. So for that we can use maybe Jandavesta, maybe Gita, maybe Quran, maybe old statement from the Old Testament or any other literature. What I have tried to study under the great masters.
So is there any association between spiritualism and religion, or they're two separate things?
Now here are three things. Three things you have to be little bit conscious about that. What we call ritual, and we are always confused, like a person is going and daily taking holy dip and then citing mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, blah, 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 like that. This may be ritual. This may not be even religion. And he is following because father has followed, guru has followed, people are doing. He is doing this without understanding. No Upanishads say that this is a part of any religious act. These rituals are not. The rituals are the way, if you are understanding the deeper thing, then that is religious, okay. And the highest stage will be spirituality. Spirituality is not going to talk about all these things. Many people, you can say, they are not following any ritual. They are not part of direct religion, but they are more spiritual. And in a way I can say a little bit that, look, I have been trained in my childhood in 2 monastic cults, fully initiated. One Ramananda Sampradaya, Vaishnava tradition, and also I was trained in the Kaul Sampradaya, Aghora cult. Both the malas in my head. I can eat anything, I can drink anything, I have no moderation for all. I move all over the world. You can call me, oh, he's completely bad guy. Okay, that is your way. Nothing wrong from my side, this is okay. The world is open, the earth is open, cosmos is open. This way the sense of spirituality. Like single example, the moment you say how this earth has been used by geoscience in classical literature, we completely wrongly interpreted. In English we write earth E small. Originally the man who initiated this, he wrote the earth E capital. And he said earth is not resource. But later on we have misinterpreted this. Now people are coming back, and the whole debate from the Harvard school. And history goes to 67 when Lena White, a great man of philosophy of science, he challenged that all the roots of crisis go to Christian thought. That how that to be used as a resource. He said, no, you have to treat that planet as a mother. And here comes now the whole theory of James Lowell of Gaia theory, this earth or whatever construction, whatever you see on the earth, this is nothing like only resource. This has some potential to give you life phenomena, and that is called a Gaia, the alive earth. And his 2 students are Nobel laureate. The 2 greatest theory debated in the whole world, one is called self-organized criticality theory, about which I discussed how the whole chaos and then to maintain. The second is everywhere there is a sense of intimate relationship, Gaia theory, Mother Earth is alive. And now they are citing a thorough Veda, Prithvi Shukta, the 13th section of Atharva Veda, Ma Prithivyam Putro Ashmi. Hey, Prithvi tum Maho. It is nothing like you are only resource to use, but you are mother, and we are the children. And that sense is going to be developed. Thanks to International Union of Natural Resources, they have full section. Out of 13 sections, 1 section is dealing with the sacred landscape and sacred spirit. So that sense of sacredness is spirituality. Spirituality is nothing like, you can say, if there is nothing like all these dimension, methodology and theory, then how to teach what you very rightly raised. That we need to change it. There is one college in this world that is called Shoemaker College. The history starts from Banaras as Rajghat. The man, Satish Kumar, he has no degree at all. Every year 10, 20 Nobel laureates going there. They have no certificate. Say, no need. You make a man as human being. And that is a Shoemaker College. Ernest Shoemaker, who got Nobel Prize for that book, Small is Beautiful. And the man, Satish Kumar, disciple of Binobaji, he started his journey at Rajghat in Banaras, 60s. And then he proved this world, what you are saying, I am giving you just a 40 side of example. He proved that there is no need of, always we are talking about money. He traveled all over the world. It took 11 years to walk, and then friends helped him. He wrote a book, Around the World Without a Penny. Not a single penny, no passport, no visa. And then the world realized nothing, he never touched even money. Just to prove either I will die, either I will touch the heart and mind of the people. And he succeeded. And that's why many books written about that friend, Satish Kumar, who started career from Banaras. So naturally we expect that there may be another Satish Kumar, maybe starting from SMS, why not? Why not Avinash can serve as Satish Kumar, and then this type of new enlightenment can be started.
I'm not sure about this, but the situation is like the concept that you're saying. And in the global organization that we have today, where people from all ethnicity, different countries come together, and they may not agree on the basic concept. When you say Mother Earth, not many people would agree. So then the problem or the challenge comes, how to make something which is commonly applicable, acceptable, and believable and implementable.
Very simple thing. The first thing is that the question we are talking, it is completely preconceived, your idea, that how people are talking. The whole world is talking, thousands of books have been written. I have traveled 20 countries just invited for this purpose. So the thing is, it is already preconceived concept. My nose is like this, then I am bad guy. This is your conception, neither my nose, neither my personality. And nowhere in any ancient literature I am doing just like a bridge, walking on the bridge.
India actually,
India is not only one. You can consider the whole world. India may take a lead in that, you can say. The concept of Mother Earth is now everywhere. Landscape is alive, landscape is not dead. You see the whole series published by Ahmedabad Sept. Now Sept is highly recognized because those people just within few years, they have added that dimension in the landscape. That landscape is speaking for you. And that's why that has been accepted. Now many great authorities are coming to Ahmedabad Sept, that is Center for Science and Technological University, and they are trying to understand. The same way I am so happy that last Congress held there, sponsored by UNESCO, I was there and now I am here. So I think, my goodness, somehow the spirit is already coming. So it is nothing like, nobody can say that if you follow this methodology, the result will be this. If this will be, then physics will be dead. Never. We always do the work with hope, compassion, vision, and always trying to do something good. Who knows how many people now know that Hermann Hesse has written in 1962. Not Hermann Hesse, novelist I am talking physicist who got Nobel Prize. He wrote Futurology. At that time predicted so many things. In 1962, people say, oh my goodness, kick him. One Tunken. In 1965, a great feast was cooked from his department because he wrote a book, The Coming of Gods. And now he became Messiah. But people say, oh my goodness, there is some cosmic force linking all this. He never thought, and same way our great sages never thought like this. They have gone something in the dimension of infinity, and here comes what we say metaphorically that like Shiva. So it is a spherical end, always a spherical end. It is covering up, that is the spirit. Now one of the rages called, the last strong rage is called Shiva rage, after Shiva dance. So I am giving you an example. The one thing is that it is nothing like preconception. It is nothing like how you can say in other religion people are not going to accept and that is not there. Have you experienced that? Not like this. This is another thing that we have in educational some defects, that we think this thing is only this. It is not like this. In Japan interior, that is my second main field where I am studying since 1980. So in a way I can't speak Japanese, but halfway I am Japanese, in a way you can say. And then we find there, one of my Gurujis, from where I started my career in 1979, he asked me this question that, look, something very, very unique that people go there, do some ritual. This is not pure Japanese, but many people from countryside, they go there. Could you please say something? Let us go there. So we walked in interior bush, and there was one statue, something like bull. They said, no, this is cow. So I had to search where is testy, where is... So that was okay, something broken like cow, and nearby there was a stone, and there was something written. And then my teacher, Soga Yuhama, said, this is the thing, people come and they always feel something happening in their life. When I gone closely, I opened my shoes and all that, I took my mala, okay, you can say I am biased, okay, in same way I sit down, and then try to read, and then suddenly it came to my mind, my goodness, this is artistic way to write Om. So naturally that sound phenomena long back started in Japanese traditional culture. Here comes the integrity. So how you can say we have to search that, and we have to just cross that border, what we call preconceived conception. In the line of Mahadevi Verma, if you have heard the name Mahadevi Verma, this another problem is that so many Nobel laureates, without having Nobel laureate, much higher than Nobel laureates are moving here and there. Okay, Mahadevi ji is one. Tod do yah क्षितिज कारा देख लूं सो और क्या है, जा रहे जिस पथ से तुम उस पथ का अंतिम छोर क्या है. The only knowledge thing is that you have to cross the boundary completely finished. You are saying here is preconception management, but whole debate in the current century was deconstructionism, Jack Derrida. Same thing we find Buddha and Charvak debate. Same thing find we all these munis, Svetambaras, they are talking like this. We have to cross all the boundary. Why to talk here is a fixed thing. This is one of the things. The second thing is not to always to worry in terms of production, in terms of here is the result. If you can do like this, then there is no end of all. You are part of this cycle. Your duty is here to do good thing. Your duty is not to think that here is an end and I can do at the end something very special. Not at all. So, again let me conclude like this, citing Carlyle, saying, our main duty in life is to get what lies clearly at hand, not to see what lies dimly at the distance. And if now not, then when? If not we, then who? This was the last question raised in UNESCO meeting when Anna Pordishu, one of the tribal scholar and the tribal herself, old lady 80 was, simple question she raised. Who am I? If you not realize now, when? If you are not doing now, when? And who will do that? Do it. And then she said, stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stood. Then just simple dhyan, you do it. Long breath, dhyan little bit, and now you say what you got. Simple. In the whole meeting, I was there. That's why I am saying, here is the thing. So the question here is, you are absolutely right, in a critical way, just considering the modern syllabus, methodology, theoretical construct and modeling, all this what you are talking. But we have also to realize there is something beyond that.
So it's we SMS and it's now that we started. So where to move from here? Any suggestion, any idea, any guidance that you can give us? Where should an SMS move from here?
From here they can start. Just now I have given you the first tip. Take one temple where we have measured all these magnetic forces that is so powerful. Go there, do some planning, put as practical part of the course, and let this young may come. Young are going to make the future, not we. Old are going to give only lectures, not doing anything. So we have to convert that. We means youngest. They could convert. For example, it's a very simple thing. If you are talking here, I don't know any course here, architectural management is part of that or not. So go there, select one temple, do the designing and do practical work, whatever we have discussed here, like ecotourism, like we are talking about landscape management, and then that to be highlighted, and it is nothing like only India. This can go at global level, and people will come and realize.
And how it can address the crisis that world is facing all over in different areas.
Why you are crying that there is a crisis? This is another problem. This is another problem that scientists say by 2350 the world is going to be collapsed. This is another propaganda, maybe. So another group of scientists, they say, look, why you are worrying too much, you can make yourself happy and make your surrounding, and they took this whole philosophy from two. One from Old Testament, love thy neighbor, what Christ say. Don't worry about the world. First, love thy neighbor.
And all is well.
all is well, but you have to make it that well more better. This way we can say. And not only to say that everything is only negative. Within the negative there is always positive. With all that crisis there is some order. And then if we can try to re-establish that, re-awaken this, restart this, I think that then we can say, oh, this is the world.
Professor, it was very nice to find a